Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode, let's talk about the 2021 Orbea Orca M20i Limited road bike. But before we start, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon because it's gonna help in growing the channel. If you are already a subscriber, then thank you. So, as I was saying, Orbea Orca M20i Limited. Let's first answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, Orbea Orca platform is all about their stiff, light climbing machines. Of course, now they have incorporated few kind of aerodynamic tweaks into the frame and the fork, but keep in mind that originally this is a stiff, light climbing machine. So if you are in the market for that type of bike, then definitely check Orbea Orca M20i Limited. When we speak about the paint schemes on this bike, this is absolutely brilliant. This is one of the main selling points of Orbea, that Orbea Bikes can offer you a lot of customization, not just when it comes to the paint schemes on the bike, but also when it comes to the group sets and some other components of the bike. And just speaking about the paint schemes, you have 5 paint scheme options. I will kick off with this beautiful jade green with, I would call it Picasso fork, just because the fork is painted in this beautiful cubism kind of painting, which is definitely reminiscent of Picasso. And of course there is a connection between Orbea and Picasso because Orbea is a Spanish bike brand. Absolutely beautiful jade green paint scheme. Then you have this very classical black on black. I would just skip it, not my cup of tea. Then again another beautiful gray and red, and another beautiful like metallic blue with a hint of red and white, and very classic Euskadi paint scheme, classical orange with the black. I'm so glad that they are offering 5 paint scheme options on this bike, but definitely the one that caught my eye is this jade green with the Picasso fork, as I was saying. This is all fine and good, but when you look at the retail price is $6,000 or approximately 5,300 British pounds with the current exchange rate. So it's absolutely an eye-watering price, and there is no hiding that this bike is expensive. On these levels of the prices, I strongly recommend you to negotiate the bike price, be nice, negotiate nicely, and aim for about 15% discount on this price. It's definitely possible. As I say, just be nice, negotiate nicely with your local Orbea bike dealer. But now let's dive in and let's see what are the specifications of this bike and what do you get for your hard-earned money. I will kick off with the frame and the fork on this bike. So the frame is the Orbea's Orca carbon fiber frame, but this is the OMX level carbon fiber frame. So this OMX level is top of the line creme de la creme carbon fiber frame that Orbea can do, so you are absolutely getting a top-notch frame. This frame is of course carbon fiber monocoque construction. It has a 12mm through axle at the rear, internal cable routing, and also this is a press fit bottom bracket BB 386 standard. I'm not expecting any creaking noises from this carbon fiber frame and the press fit bottom bracket, just because this is creme de la creme OMX level carbon fiber, so I truly expect them to respect all the tolerances of the bottom bracket manufacturers. On the other hand, fork, you will have a carbon fiber OMX fork, again top of the line creme de la creme, no cutting corners. This is a full carbon fork with the 12mm through axle at the front. So both frame and the fork, superb choice, no complaints here. And just remember that Orbea is offering you a lifetime warranty on their carbon fiber frames and the forks, which is absolutely superb. By the way, I will leave all the web links in the video description so you can browse a bit more and read a bit more about this bike. Now let's move on to the crankset on this bike. You are getting a superb Shimano's Ultegra crankset R8000, and this is the 3450 crankset, or you can choose 3953 if you have a bit more power. There are other options here of customizing your bike with FSA crankset, but I just wouldn't bother with that. I would stick with the Shimano Ultegra superb crankset, and personally I would stick with the 3450 chainrings. Now immediately, if we look at the cassette on the bike, this is the Shimano's Ultegra R8000 1128 cassette. So if you are pairing 1128 cassette with 3450 chainrings at the front, you will have absolutely no problems in attacking steep mountains. Again, I'm glad that the cassette is Shimano Ultegra level, so again, no cutting corners in this department. Briefly jumping to the chain, I see that the chain is Shimano's HG701, so you will get a superb Shimano Ultegra level 11 speed chain. Again, no cutting corners in this department. Some smaller pieces like the handlebar and the stem on the bike are Orbea's own production, so handlebars are the carbon fiber handlebars from Orbea, superb, and stem is Orbea's own ICR stem. I'm not sure here, is it a carbon fiber stem? Could be, but this is something that you can check with your Orbea bike dealer. Even if it's not a carbon fiber stem, if it's a classical aluminum stem, this is something I definitely wouldn't be bothered. Now let's talk about the group set on the bike. You will get a superb Shimano Ultegra Di2 group set. So this is Shimano's Ultegra electronic group set on this bike. So everything from the shifters, front mech and the rear mech is the Shimano's Ultegra Di2 electronic group set. It's a superb electronic group set, best value for money in my opinion. I have to mention here that the rear mech on this bike is the Shimano's Ultegra Di2 short cage, so just keep in mind that this rear mech can accept the cassette, maximum cassette 1130. So if you want a bigger cassette at the back, 1132, 1134, you will have to change this rear mech for the Shimano's, I think they call it now the medium cage mech. So not this short cage, but the GS version of this Ultegra Di2. But this is something for the future upgrades. When it comes to the braking system on this bike, you will get again a superb Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes. And as I see, these are with Shimano's Ultegra RT800 braking rotors, front and the back, and 160mm rotors at the front, and also 160mm rotors at the back, with the Shimano's Ice Tech Ice Freeza technology. Absolutely superb choice when it comes to braking performance, no cutting corners in this department. Now let's talk about the wheel set on this bike. Out of the box, you can get Vision 40 SC carbon fiber wheel set, or the Vision 55. I'm sorry, Vision 55 is already, you gotta pay extra. So out of the box is gonna be Vision 40 SC carbon fiber wheel set. Now if we quickly jump to the Vision website to see a bit more details about this wheel set, this is a carbon fiber wheel set with 40mm rim depth. It is tubeless ready. I'm not sure if out of the box when you buy the bike you get the wheels already with the tubeless tape and the valve. Again, something to check with your local bike dealer, but it's easy to convert it later into the tubeless if you really want. This wheel set, of course, is for the center lock disc rotors. It has sealed cartridge bearings, 2 at the front, 4 at the rear, 24 spokes both front and rear. The hubs on the wheel set are some kind of FSA / Vision hubs. I have no experience with these hubs. If anybody has any experience, please do let us know in the comments below. And also I have to mention here that the total weight of this wheel set is 1,550 grams, which is a pretty decent wheel set weight for this carbon fiber wheelset, but again, nothing special. There's a lot of competition out there who do it the same. But again, I'm glad that they have included the carbon fiber wheelset on this bike on this price range. You have another two choices, Vision 55 carbon fiber wheelset or the Fulcrum 40 carbon fiber wheelset, but they again ask you to pay extra money, and I just wouldn't bother with that. I would stick with this Vision 40 SC carbon fiber wheelset. This wheelset is wrapped in the Vittoria Rubinho Pro 4 tires. This is a 25C tire, but you have an option here to upgrade for a 28C tire, which would be Vittoria Corsa competition tire. I would definitely upgrade. It's going to cost you extra $60, but I would definitely upgrade to the 28C tire just because it's a more air volume, more smoother ride. Personally, I'm always more interested in a good smoother ride and more air volume. Seat post on the bike is the carbon fiber seat post from Orbea. Again, Orbea's OMX carbon fiber, superb choice, no complaints here, and I'm a big fan of carbon fiber seat posts because it will help you soak up a lot of small road bumps. When it comes to the saddles, you will have few choices. So Selle Italia SLR Boost, superb saddle, or Physic Argo Vento, again superb choice. These are no cost options, so you have a choice between these two, or you can upgrade for the Selle Italia SLR Carbon, but I just wouldn't bother with that. Again, if you have some of your own saddles that you like, please do keep them, because saddles are always a personal preference. And now I was expecting Orbea to give us some data about the bike weight, but unfortunately they don't give it. From the stuff that I've seen around on the internet, again, it's going to depend on your bike size, but for example, I would need size 55 for this Orbea Orca M20i Limited, and I'm guessing in this size 55, according to the Orbea's geometry charts, I'm guessing the weight of the bike should be definitely below 8 kilograms, maybe something about 7.7 kilograms. I would expect something like that out of the box. So if anybody has any more precise information about the bike weight, please do again let us know in the comments below. So in a summary, I can just mention are there any few things that I don't like about this bike, and to be honest, I gotta mention the price. I mean, it's a $6,000 retail price, so this is the first thing you gotta negotiate, and you gotta aim for about 15% discount on this bike. Then I truly believe you will get a good value for money. Except from that, I don't see any special negative parts on this bike or any negative specifications. It's a very well put together bike, so from my side, no special complaints about this Orbea Orca M20i Limited road bike. So I think this is gonna be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you're always notified when I make a new video. And as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!